to this presentation. I'm really glad you could join me this afternoon. I hope you can hear me. We do have some transcript notes at the bottom of the screen. You'll need to follow along with that if you'd like to do so. The links that I'm showing you, they are shown on the bottom of the screen, so you can go back to that in a bit if that's helpful for you. So what we're going to do is make a start, and this presentation brings together everything you need in one place if you're looking for a job. So this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to look about the question, can you look for a job during the coronavirus? Going to look at what do you want to do and is your CV ready? Using LinkedIn and where can you look for a job? And then what's next? So if you can, please put questions in the chat box and I'll go over them at the end. So feel free to do as many as you would like to. So moving along, yes, you can look for a job during the coronavirus outbreak, but you might want to be quite careful what you do want to do. So I've put this here in the screen. The link to it is shown in the transcript box below. So if you'd like to explore any of those links, like the frequently asked questions from Public Health England, please do so. So it does give you some advice about essential work, about having symptoms and travelling and being protected in the workplace. So do spend some time to have a good look at that to make sure that you feel comfortable with that. But it should answer any questions you have. And if the particular points you see here don't answer the questions, then the frequently asked questions should do. So one thing you do need to be aware of is the university is offering several part-time jobs that you can do from home. Now I put this slide together this morning, and since then another vacancy has come in. These are all paid full-week work placements. They're with local small businesses and they are all working from home. So that eliminates any of those travel issues you might be worried about PPE, about anything about protecting you and about social distancing. So do look at those. The link to these jobs is shown in the transcript box, and also there's a feature on the newsletter tomorrow. So moving along, more typical student jobs, and we know this from the drop-in sessions that we run for students, the more usual part-time jobs are these. So retail assistant, food service and call centre. Now I've put these up here for you because you really do need to make sure that your CV reflects these skills. So if you want a job in retail or in a call centre or in food service, you need to focus on these particular skills. It is really, really important. So I'm going to run through this so that you understand why. So in retail, you need really good attention to detail, and you'll be using that in organising displays, stock checking, stacking shelves, etc. So you need to think about examples where you've used good attention to detail, maybe in a visual environment or in checking information. So you need good business awareness, and that's about different products. What does that organisation sell? What trends are there? Minimising loss and getting stock onto the shelves. So it's just, what challenges can you think of at the moment about stocking shelves, loss prevention? Communication is a feature on many different attributes for jobs. Communication also includes active listening. And when you're working with customers, that's absolutely key. You really do have to listen to what a customer wants or needs and then help. The next one here is customer service. So listening to, using those skills we've just talked about, and solving customers' complaints, maybe recommending products to customers. In a shop, you do need some basic IT skills, because you'll be using point of sale systems and electronic pricing. You really need great interpersonal skills because you're always interacting with other people. So you've got team members, managers, and you've got customers, maybe with other buyers or suppliers also. You do need some basic numeracy. So you might be adding up discounts, making change, counting stock. So think of examples of where you've used your numeracy skills. I bet you've got lots of assignments or activities that you've done that would demonstrate this. And then upselling and sales. You need to be driven to achieve sales goals, to be driven to help shoppers, maybe buying extra things. You may be arranging product displays. So if we move across to food service, you'll see that some of them are similar, but you do need to be friendly. And some of that is about your communication, about settling in. And if you're an international student, you will have settled in and you will have needed to make friends amongst yourselves and other students. So you've got some really good stories to tell here. So you'll talk about your communication skills. And the additional one on here is energy. In food service, you're going to be on your feet. You'll be carrying things to and fro. Additionally, you'll need good problem solving skills. Now, I'm sure that moving internationally will have made you a person with bags of initiative and problem solving skills. You will have tried alternatives, you will have tried different things, and you will have worked out good things to do. Whilst you're problem solving and maintaining customer relations in food service, you need to be able to really focus. It is part of attention to detail, but it means you're not being distracted by other things that are going on. Moving across to the call centre, we've talked about listening. You do need to have empathy skills. You need to think about what your caller is saying about their situation and remain calm. You need to be in control. Not everybody who communicates with a call centre is using their best manners, but part of your role is not responding to that in the same way, but maintaining really clear communication and positive language and persuading them by what you're saying and the training that you'll have been given to change their mind about something, to change their behaviour or their tone. So that demonstrates your adaptability. And as we've had a look at, your problem solving and your communication and adaptability, if you're an international student, you've got this in bags. You've got adaptability and you are well able to demonstrate those skills. So if you're looking for one of those jobs, you need to make sure that those skills are on your CV. You may need more than one CV because you may think, oh, well, I could do call centre, but I'll have a look at retail. You'll need two. You may have an absolutely brilliant finance CV because you want a job in finance, or an engineering CV, and it's brilliant for engineering and it's brilliant for finance, but it won't get you a job in retail and it won't get you a job in a call centre. You really do need to have more than one CV to get that communication across. There are lots of other webinars that we've run, and we've got resources on Career Edge too. In the link below, in that transcript, you've got the other webinars that you can go back to, rewatch if you didn't join them in the first place, and work through to make sure your CV is absolutely spot on. But for your LinkedIn account, you can't have different LinkedIn profiles for different jobs. So you're going to group together all your skills and indicate that you are seeking work, because the algorithms will flag that up. And again, there are other webinars for advice about making the most of your LinkedIn profile. So now you know what you're looking for, you know how to look for it, because you've got a fabulous CV and your LinkedIn profile is ready. Where do you look? The link on the transcript takes you to this page, and if we look at the red button at the bottom, the search jobs, we'll be looking at that next. Additionally to this page, you can look at total jobs and universal job match. They are really good resources that you can use. So if we went on that red button, we would get these current part-time jobs. So this morning, this is a snapshot of the ones that were on the top. So they are all local, they're recent, and that's particularly important. So you can click straight through to those, or you can look at additional resources as well, like total jobs or the universal job match. So I've mentioned a couple of times that we do have lots of online help and lots of webinar recordings. The link on the slides underneath on the transcript takes you to this page. So if you've missed any of these things, and there are a dozen or so underneath this, you can click on those and watch on one screen, work out what to do next, and then change your CV or write a covering letter or have a think about your interview tips. You can watch and work alongside it. So all of those webinar recordings, CVs, searching for jobs, LinkedIn, there's too many to list, but have a really good look at that. What is absolutely essential, and I can't emphasize enough, if you see a job, apply for the job. If you wait until tomorrow, it will be too late. If you think, I'll do that after the weekend, I've got such and such to do, it will be too late. See the job, apply for the job. Make sure that your application is on the top of that pile. They go really, really quickly. Jobs are highly in demand at the moment. So if you think about it too long, you'll have missed that one. So see the job, apply for it. Remember that jobs are filled quickly. So I haven't any questions so far in the chat box, but I will stop the recording now and I'll watch out for any questions and address them with you individually. So now, for people watching the recording, this is the end, and for people who are with me in this session, I'll look at your questions now. Thank you.